Monster Island, originally titled Orang Ikan, is a 2025 historical creature feature directed by Mike Wailuan. It is an international co-production, Japan, Indonesia, Singapore, and the UK, that blends the trapped on an island survival trope with World War II drama and folk horror. 1. The storyline. The film is set in 1944 in the South Pacific. The story begins on a Japanese hell ship, vessels used to transport prisoners of war POWs in brutal conditions. The protagonists: Saito Dean Fujioka, a Japanese soldier branded a traitor for his lack of zeal, and Bronson Callum Woodhouse, a defiant British POW. To humiliate them, Japanese officers chain the two men together at the ankle. The shipwreck. When an Allied submarine torpedoes the ship, Saito and Bronson are the only survivors to wash ashore on a remote, uncharted island. The conflict. Initially, the two are mortal enemies. They cannot speak each other's language and spend their first hours fighting for dominance. However, they soon realize they are being stalked by something far more lethal than each other. The threat, the monster, is the Orang Ikan, Malay for fish man, a humanoid, reptilian predator from local folklore. As more Japanese soldiers wash ashore and are brutally slaughtered, Saito and Bronson realize they must work together to survive. 2. Detailed breakdown and ending explained. As the film progresses, the dynamic shifts from a war movie to a monster hunt, reminiscent of Predator. The climax. Saito and Bronson discover a cave where the Orang Ikan lives. Inside, they find a fetus, an unborn baby creature hanging from the cave wall. This reveals that the monster isn't just a mindless killer. She is a mother protecting her offspring from the human invaders who have brought their war to her shores. In a final attempt to kill the beast, they find an unexploded bomb from a crashed plane. Bronson sacrifices himself to detonate the cave and kill the creature, but the monster survives the blast, now wounded and enraged by the death of her offspring. The ending. Saito is left alone to face the beast. He uses his Japanese military training and a found katana for a final duel. He manages to outsmart the creature, using a dead soldier as bait while he hides in the sand. He eventually gains the upper hand and has the chance to deliver a killing blow to the monster's heart. The twist. Saito chooses not to kill her. He looks into the creature's eyes and sees the same exhaustion and loss he feels. He lowers his sword and allows the monster to limp away into the sea. Saito is eventually found by rescuers or a passing ship standing alone on the beach. 3. Meaning and themes. The movie uses the monster as a mirror for the human characters. The dehumanization of war. Throughout the film, Bronson calls the Japanese monsters, and the Japanese see the British as subhuman. The Orang Ikan represents the third enemy, a literal monster that forces them to recognize each other's humanity. Who is the real monster? The film suggests that the civilized nations at war, with their torpedoes and hell ships, are the true intruders. The Orang Ikan was living in peace until the violence of World War II literally washed up on her beach. Healing historical wounds. The alliance between a Japanese and a British soldier serves as a metaphor for post-war reconciliation. Their inability to speak the same language emphasizes that empathy is a feeling, not just a set of words. Motherhood and survival. By revealing the monster has a child, the film shifts the audience's perspective from horror to tragedy. Like the soldiers, the creature is just a victim of a circumstance she didn't choose. And that's all for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Before you click away, I just want to send a huge thank you to every single one of you who watched. Your support means the world to me. If you liked what you saw, please go ahead and smash that like button. It truly helps the channel out. And if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks again for being the best audience ever, and I'll see you in the next one.